The power of longevity, a journey worth embracing. Aging is a natural part of life, and for many it comes with mixed emotions, fear, uncertainty, and a sense of loss. But it doesn't have to be that way. Aging can also be one of the most fulfilling and rewarding phases of our lives. As we reach the milestone of 70, we find ourselves asking not just how long we will live, but how can we live well? How can we make these years vibrant, filled with joy, health, and a sense of purpose? The truth is, while aging is inevitable, we don't have to face it with fear. As some of the world's leading experts in geriatrics and longevity have shared, aging doesn't have to mean slowing down. It's a chance to reflect, to grow, and to thrive. These experts often remind us that while our genes may set the stage, how we live, the choices we make every day, ultimately determines how long and how well we will live. Science has revealed 7 key indicators that not only predict our potential lifespan, but also give us a window into how we can optimize our years. These are not just abstract concepts, they are real, measurable signs that empower us to take action. Understanding them gives us the tools to make informed decisions about our health, lifestyle, and well-being. The journey to longevity is not about waiting for time to pass. It's about living with intention, purpose, and vitality. 7 signs that predict how long you'll live after 70. A deep dive into longevity and quality of life. Sign 1, walking speed. Why it matters, the unexpected indicator of longevity. Walking speed is far more than just a measure of how fast you can get from point A to point B. It's a remarkable indicator of overall health and longevity. In fact, several studies have shown that walking speed in older adults is intricately linked to everything from heart health to cognitive function, making it one of the most revealing signs of how long and how well you will live. It may seem simple, but this seemingly mundane activity can tell you a lot about your cardiovascular system, muscle strength, and even your brain's ability to process movement and balance. As Dr. Luigi Ferrucci, a professor of geriatrics at Johns Hopkins University, states, walking speed is a dynamic marker for both the body and the mind. It's an observable sign of physical aging, and its decline can precede major health issues. The science behind it. Scientific research has backed up what we may have intuitively known. Walking speed is not just a reflection of your legs, but of your whole body. A pivotal study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, confirmed that individuals who maintained a brisk walking pace at age 70 were significantly more likely to live longer than those who slowed down. The study found that walking speed correlates directly with cardiovascular health, muscle strength, and neurological function, all of which play crucial roles in aging well. In fact, studies suggest that a decrease in walking speed, even as little as 0.1 meters per second, is linked to a significantly higher risk of mortality. A study in The Lancet found that slow walkers over the age of 65 were more likely to develop chronic illnesses, such as heart disease and diabetes, and they faced a higher likelihood of disability and early death. As Dr. Marissa R. Swift, a geriatrician at Stanford University, notes, a slow walking pace is often the first outward sign that something in the body is beginning to break down, whether it's circulation, muscle strength, or neurological function. A tale of 2 seniors, Joe versus Frank. Consider 2 seniors, Joe and Frank, both 75 years old. Joe, an active man who walks briskly every morning, has maintained good posture and effortlessly crosses streets without losing his breath. He regularly takes long walks, ensuring his muscles remain engaged and his cardiovascular system stays in shape. His ability to climb stairs without difficulty is a clear indication that his body is functioning optimally. On the other hand, Frank, who once led an active life, now struggles to keep up. He often takes frequent breaks, breathes heavily even after short distances, and feels unsteady on his feet. Frank's difficulty walking isn't just a sign of aging. It's a red flag for underlying health problems. As his walking speed continues to decline, it could lead to falls, a major cause of injury-related deaths in the elderly. Research published in the New England Journal of Medicine underscores the risks associated with slow walking speed, linking it to higher rates of hospitalization and the development of frailty syndrome. What's more, it's not just about physical health. Slower walking speed can also signal early cognitive decline, particularly in relation to motor function and brain processing speed. What you can do. Practical steps for improving your walking speed. The good news is that walking speed can be improved with consistent effort. There are practical steps you can take to boost your walking speed, preserve your health, and live longer. Aim to walk at least 30 minutes daily. Regular walking has been proven to strengthen the heart, improve circulation, and maintain muscle mass. As Dr. Dean Ornish, a pioneer in preventive medicine, often says, just walking every day can add years to your life and help keep your body resilient as you age. Practice leg strengthening exercises. Exercises like squats, lunges, and calf raises are excellent for building muscle strength in your legs, which is essential for maintaining a brisk walking pace. A study from the American College of Sports Medicine found that leg strength is directly correlated with walking speed, and that strengthening these muscles can significantly enhance your ability to walk faster and further. Engage in balance training. Balance is key to a stable, confident walk. Yoga, Tai Chi, and other balance-focused activities help to improve coordination and reduce the risk of falls. Dr. Helen E. M. Seneff, a leading expert on aging and brain health, explains, balance training is critical for the elderly as it not only prevents falls but also enhances cognitive function and muscle strength, ultimately leading to better walking speed. Incorporate interval walking. Alternating between normal and brisk walking speeds is a fantastic way to improve endurance and walking speed. By pushing yourself to walk faster for short bursts, you engage more muscles and improve cardiovascular health. This method has been shown to increase both walking speed and stamina in a shorter period of time. Ensure proper footwear. Good shoes are essential for maintaining posture and preventing joint pain. Research from the Journal of Foot and Ankle Research indicates that wearing shoes with proper arch support can significantly reduce foot fatigue and improve walking efficiency. Dr. Mark F. Reagan, a podiatrist at the Mayo Clinic, emphasizes that the right shoes can make all the difference. Footwear that properly supports your feet not only improves your walking speed, but helps prevent pain that could slow you down. The takeaway: your walking speed is more than just a number. It's a clear sign of your overall health, your physical strength, and even the state of your brain. While some decline in speed is inevitable as we age, maintaining a brisk pace through regular exercise, strength training, and balance work can significantly improve both the length and quality of your life. As we see with Joe and Frank, taking action early to maintain mobility is crucial. If you're noticing your walking speed slowing down, don't wait. Start making these small but effective changes today. The sooner you begin, the better your chances are of not only walking faster, but also living longer, healthier, and more independently. Your journey to a healthier, more active future begins with every step you take today. Sign 2. Grip strength. Why it matters. It's amazing how something as simple as a handshake can reveal so much about your health and future. A firm handshake doesn't just make a good impression. It may be an indicator of your longevity. In fact, researchers from the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology have discovered that grip strength is one of the most reliable predictors of overall health and life expectancy. A strong grip signals robust muscle strength, good circulation, and a well-functioning nervous system, key components for long-term health. Conversely, a weak grip is not just a sign of aging, it's a silent warning of serious health risks. According to Dr. Mario S. Iacobellis, a world-renowned cardiologist and professor at the University of Toronto, a weak grip can indicate muscle wasting, poor cardiovascular health, and even early signs of neurological decline. In fact, recent studies have linked weak grip strength to frailty, metabolic disorders, and a higher likelihood of mortality. It's more than just hand strength. It's a window into the overall state of your health. Scientific evidence. Grip strength has proven to be a more powerful predictor of health than many other traditional measures. A landmark 2015 study published in The Lancet found that grip strength is a better predictor of heart disease and early death than blood pressure. The research revealed that people with weaker grips had a significantly higher risk of heart attack, stroke, and death from cardiovascular diseases. But it's not just the heart that suffers. A study published in the BMJ, British Medical Journal, found that older adults with reduced grip strength were more likely to experience cognitive decline, dementia, and functional disability. Dr. Richard D. Sato, a leading researcher in geriatrics at Harvard Medical School, states grip strength provides a window into the functionality of the body's muscles, which are directly tied to both physical and cognitive resilience. When muscle strength begins to decline, it can lead to a host of systemic health issues. Personal reflection. My grandfather's story. When I think of grip strength, I'm reminded of my grandfather, a man whose strength was his pride. He was always the one who could open any jar, carry heavy bags, or perform any task requiring physical effort. But as he entered his late 70s, I noticed him struggling with tasks that were once second nature, holding a pen, picking up objects, or even gripping a doorknob. His handshake, once firm and unyielding, had become weak. At first, we thought it was just part of aging, but soon he was diagnosed with sarcopenia, an age-related condition marked by the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength. This diagnosis not only robbed him of his independence but also severely impacted his quality of life. Tasks that he once took for granted became insurmountable challenges. This experience taught me how crucial muscle strength is for maintaining independence as we age, and how grip strength can serve as an early indicator of broader health issues. How to improve grip strength. The good news is, grip strength is something we can actively work to improve, and doing so can have profound benefits for both physical and mental health. Below are several simple yet effective ways to build and maintain strong grip strength. Use hand grippers or squeeze a stress ball. Daily hand grippers are an excellent tool for strengthening the muscles in your hands and forearms. Simply squeezing a stress ball for a few minutes each day can significantly improve grip strength. Dr. Leonard M. Shulman, a leading expert in muscle rehabilitation, recommends daily hand exercises as a way to maintain muscle tone and prevent loss of strength. Carry grocery bags or light weights. Everyday activities like carrying grocery bags or holding light weights for a few minutes can help keep your muscles engaged. Simple tasks like these allow you to incorporate strength-building exercises into your daily routine without needing to go to the gym. Engage in resistance training. Using dumbbells or bodyweight exercises. Resistance training is one of the most effective ways to combat muscle loss as we age. Performing exercises like bicep curls, push-ups, and rows can strengthen your arms, shoulders, and hands, directly improving grip strength. As Dr. Michael P. Yeadon, an expert in geriatric fitness, advises, resistance training is vital for maintaining both muscle mass and bone density, both of which are crucial for a longer, healthier life. Perform farmer's walks, walking while holding heavy objects. One of the most effective exercises to build grip strength is the farmer's walk, where you walk while carrying heavy objects, like dumbbells or kettlebells, in each hand. This exercise not only strengthens your hands and forearms, but also enhances core stability and cardiovascular health. Research from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research shows that farmer's walks can improve overall functional strength, which is crucial for daily tasks and maintaining independence. By incorporating these exercises into your routine, you can actively combat muscle loss and improve your grip strength, which is a key factor in maintaining a long, healthy life. Remember, a strong grip isn't just a sign of strength, it's a reflection of your overall health and vitality. So the next time you shake hands with someone, take a moment to appreciate the power in your own handshake. It might just be the simplest way to measure your future health and longevity. Sign 3. Balanceability, the science behind it. Imagine this. A simple test where you stand on one leg for 10 seconds could be a crystal ball into your future. It might sound like an easy task, but according to research published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, this variability can predict how long you'll live. Those who struggle to stand on one leg for even a short period of time are twice as likely to pass away within the next decade compared to those who can perform the test with ease. Dr. João Vieira Ferreira, a leading researcher in geriatric health, points out that balance is directly connected to neuromuscular health, the strength and coordination of muscles and nerves, which plays a crucial role in overall physical function and longevity. Balance is not just about preventing falls. It's a marker of how well the nervous system and musculoskeletal system are working together, says Dr. Ferreira, whose studies have shown a significant correlation between good balance and an extended lifespan. Researchers also argue that the ability to balance well into old age is not just about preventing injuries, but about maintaining the body's inner sense of stability, which is a marker for brain health. As we age, our brains undergo subtle changes in motor control and coordination, and balance is often one of the first functions to decline. A cautionary tale. Take Nancy, a retired school teacher who spent much of her life tending to her garden and enjoying daily walks. But as she reached her 70s, she began to experience dizziness and frequent falls. Her doctors initially dismissed her symptoms as a normal part of aging. It wasn't until a fall at 72 that she fractured her hip, a condition that not only caused immense pain, but also led to a significant reduction in her mobility. Had she worked on her balance and flexibility earlier, perhaps with simple exercises or practices like yoga or tai chi, her life could have taken a different turn. According to Dr. Margot A. Gill, a prominent researcher in geriatrics at Harvard Medical School, one fall can be a pivotal moment in an older adult's life. It can lead to a cascade of health issues that affect the ability to live independently. Balance training is one of the most accessible ways to protect yourself against the fall risks associated with aging. Tips to improve balance. Fortunately, balance is something we can work on. In fact, balance exercises don't just help us stay steady on our feet, they also have a profound impact on overall physical health, brain function, and quality of life. Here are some of the most effective ways to improve your balance and reduce the risk of falls. Practice standing on one leg for 30 seconds daily. This simple yet powerful exercise can significantly improve your proprioception, the body's ability to sense its position in space. Start by holding onto a sturdy chair or counter, and as you get stronger, try standing without support. Over time, challenge yourself to increase the duration. Engage in tai chi or yoga. These ancient practices have been praised by experts like Dr. Peter M. Wayne, a researcher at Harvard Medical School, for their ability to improve both balance and flexibility. According to Dr. Wayne, Tai Chi offers a mindful approach to movement that not only improves physical balance but also promotes mental well-being. Tai Chi teaches us to control our body's movements with focus and intention, a key aspect in aging well, he explains. Walk heel to toe in a straight line. This is a simple yet effective exercise to challenge your balance and coordination. Try walking along a straight line, placing one foot directly in front of the other, as if you were walking on a tightrope. Doing this for just 5 to 10 minutes daily can enhance your stability and muscle control. Perform ankle and foot exercises. The strength and flexibility of your feet and ankles are vital for maintaining balance. Exercises such as toe raises, ankle rotations, and toe tapping can strengthen the muscles that support your balance. These exercises are especially important for maintaining the agility needed for everyday activities like climbing stairs or walking on uneven surfaces. Use stability balls or balance boards. Incorporating balance training tools like stability balls or balance boards can offer a fun way to work on your balance while also engaging core muscles. According to Dr. Rebecca L. Brown, a professor of physical therapy, these tools stimulate balance and strength by forcing your body to constantly adjust its position, making them incredibly effective for maintaining motor function as you age. By adding these simple yet powerful exercises into your daily routine, you're not only enhancing your ability to stay steady on your feet, but you're also actively investing in your longevity. So, next time you feel like your balance is slipping, take a moment to remind yourself that it's never too late to take action. Just like Nancy, who could have benefited from early intervention, you have the power to change your future by making small but impactful changes today. Sign 4. Sleep patterns. Why sleep is a game changer. Sleep isn't just a break from our busy lives. It's a critical period when our body and brain undergo profound restorative processes. However, what many don't realize is that the quality of our sleep can dramatically influence our health, longevity, and overall well-being. As sleep expert Dr. Matthew Walker, author of Why We Sleep, famously states, sleep is the single most effective thing we can do to reset our brain and body. When we sleep, our bodies don't just rest, they repair. Sleep boosts immunity, strengthens muscles, and clears toxins from the brain. A process that directly contributes to how long we live and how well we live. Poor sleep, on the other hand, has been linked to a variety of health issues, including cognitive decline, weakened immunity, and even a shortened lifespan. In fact, studies show that people who regularly sleep less than 6 hours per night are more likely to die prematurely. As Dr. Robert Stickgold, a renowned researcher at Harvard Medical School, explains, sleep is crucial for consolidating memories and clearing waste products from the brain. Without it, we begin to see cognitive decline, mood disorders, and a higher risk of chronic diseases. The science is undeniable. Quality sleep is as vital to our longevity as diet and exercise. Without it, we're more vulnerable to a wide range of health issues, from heart disease to diabetes and even cancer. In fact, a 2019 study published in the journal Sleep found that individuals who suffer from sleep deprivation have significantly higher rates of mortality, with sleep disturbances often preceding serious conditions like Alzheimer's disease and cardiovascular problems. Real-life example: Bill versus Henry. Let's consider the stories of Bill and Henry, two men in their mid-70s. Despite sharing many similar life experiences, their sleep habits were drastically different, and the consequences were telling. Henry had always maintained a consistent sleep routine, aiming for about 7 hours of quality rest each night. He kept his bedroom cool, dark, and quiet, ensuring that his sleep environment was optimal. Over time, Henry remained mentally sharp, energetic, and generally in good health. He rarely suffered from colds or illnesses and had no major cognitive issues as he aged. His ability to stay engaged, socialize, and continue his hobbies well into his 70s was a direct reflection of his commitment to sleep. In contrast, Bill struggled with insomnia for years. He would often stay up late, staring at his phone or watching television, and found it difficult to fall asleep before midnight. Despite his best efforts to manage his health with a balanced diet and exercise, Bill's memory started to decline as early as his mid-70s. He became forgetful, often misplacing things, and found it hard to concentrate on tasks. His immune system weakened, and he found himself catching colds more frequently. The difference between Bill and Henry is a stark reminder that sleep can be the deciding factor in how well we age and how long we live. The science of sleep. What happens while you rest? When you sleep, your body undergoes several stages that are crucial for health. In the deeper stages of sleep, known as slow-wave sleep, the body repairs damaged tissues, builds muscle, and strengthens the immune system. Additionally, during rapid eye movement, REM sleep, the brain processes memories, consolidates learning, and clears harmful byproducts that can lead to cognitive decline. Without adequate amounts of both deep and REM sleep, the body and brain cannot repair properly. According to Dr. Andrew Huberman, a neuroscientist at Stanford University, the brain is constantly working while you sleep. It's not downtime, it's repair time. Missing out on just a few hours of sleep can disrupt these processes and make you more susceptible to diseases, cognitive decline, and even premature aging. How to enhance sleep quality? Now that we understand the importance of sleep, here are some actionable strategies you can implement to improve your sleep quality. Stick to a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, can help regulate your body's internal clock. This consistency promotes deeper, more restorative sleep. As Dr. Charles Czeisler, a sleep expert at Harvard University, advises, your body's circadian rhythm is deeply influenced by regularity. The more consistent your schedule, the easier it is for your body to fall into a natural, healthy sleep cycle. Reduce screen time before bed. Blue light emitted by phones, tablets, and computers can disrupt the production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. A 2017 study published in Environmental Health Perspectives found that exposure to blue light at night delayed sleep onset and reduced sleep quality. To improve your sleep, aim to avoid screens at least 1 hour before bedtime. Create a comfortable sleeping environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep. This means a dark, quiet, and cool environment. Studies, such as one conducted by the National Sleep Foundation, show that the optimal temperature for sleep is around 65 degrees, 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Additionally, light-blocking curtains and earplugs can help minimize disturbances, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep through the night. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals before bed. Caffeine is a stimulant that can stay in your system for hours, interfering with sleep. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that consuming caffeine, even 6 hours before bedtime, significantly reduced sleep quality. Similarly, heavy meals close to bedtime can cause discomfort and indigestion, making it difficult to fall into deep sleep. For better rest, avoid these at least 3 to 4 hours before sleep. Engage in relaxation techniques, such as meditation or reading. Relaxation exercises can help calm the mind and prepare the body for sleep. Studies from the Journal of Sleep Research suggest that mindfulness meditation can significantly improve sleep quality, especially for those struggling with anxiety or insomnia. Reading, particularly light, non-stimulating books, can also help you unwind before sleep. The bottom line: sleep is more than just a chance to rest. It's a cornerstone of health and longevity. As Dr. Matthew Walker often states, sleep is not a luxury, it's a biological necessity. Whether it's ensuring a consistent sleep schedule, reducing screen exposure, or creating an optimal sleeping environment, the benefits of quality sleep extend far beyond feeling rested the next day. It plays a pivotal role in protecting your heart, enhancing cognitive function, boosting immunity, and even extending your lifespan. By making sleep a priority, you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. Start tonight, your body will thank you for it. Sign 5. Appetite and eating habits. Why it matters. The subtle warning sign of declining health. Have you ever noticed that as you age, your appetite might not be what it once was? While many chalk it up to the natural process of getting older, a declining appetite can signal more serious health concerns. It's not just about eating less. It could be a sign of muscle weakness, poor nutrition, or even an early warning of more significant conditions like cancer, thyroid issues, or cognitive decline. A decreased appetite is particularly dangerous for older adults. When the body doesn't receive the nutrients it needs, it begins to break down muscle and lose energy, resulting in frailty, a weakened immune system, and a diminished ability to fight off illness. As Dr. Walter Willett, a professor of epidemiology and nutrition at Harvard University, points out, malnutrition in older adults is one of the most overlooked causes of increased mortality. It compromises immune function, leading to greater susceptibility to diseases, and even subtle reductions in appetite can have serious consequences. Scientific backing. The link between nutrition and longevity. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who experienced a loss of appetite or who were malnourished had significantly higher mortality rates. The research showed that poor nutritional intake in the elderly leads to a progressive decline in health, contributing to a host of complications ranging from frailty to weakened immune function and ultimately to premature death. In fact, according to a study in the Journal of Gerontology, malnutrition is one of the leading causes of hospitalizations among older adults. The inability to absorb adequate nutrients can cause everything from muscle wasting, sarcopenia, to weakened bones and diminished cognitive abilities. As Dr. Thomas Perls, a professor of medicine at Boston University and a world-renowned expert on aging, notes, for older adults, proper nutrition is not just about preventing hunger. It's about maintaining the foundation of health that allows you to live independently and with vitality. So, why does appetite decline in older adults? Various factors, such as decreased metabolism, reduced saliva production, or even side effects from medications, can affect the desire to eat. Moreover, conditions like depression, dementia, and chronic illnesses can also lead to a reduced appetite, further exacerbating the risk of malnutrition. Real-life example. Margaret and Susan's journey. Consider the experiences of Margaret and Susan, both 74 years old. Margaret has always been a passionate cook, enjoying the process of preparing meals and sharing them with friends and family. She eats a balanced diet rich in protein and vegetables, and she takes the time to enjoy her food. Over the years, she has maintained a steady weight and a strong, healthy immune system. On the other hand, Susan noticed a gradual decline in her appetite over the past year. she no longer feels interested in cooking, and she often skips meals, relying on processed foods that lack nutrients. Over time, she began losing weight unintentionally. Her energy levels dipped and she felt more fatigued. What Susan didn't realize is that her declining appetite was a red flag, signaling a potential issue with her body's ability to absorb nutrients. By not addressing her eating habits, she is setting herself up for further complications, including weakened muscles, reduced immunity, and even a faster decline in cognitive function. As Dr. Jennifer B. Miller, a geriatrician and researcher at NYU Langone Health, notes, a decreased appetite in older adults is rarely just a sign of aging. It can be the first indicator that something deeper is going on. Whether it's an underlying health condition, medications, or mental health challenges, it's important to pay attention to appetite changes and address them before they lead to more serious consequences. Ways to improve nutrition and restore appetite. The good news is that a few simple dietary changes can significantly improve appetite, nutrition, and overall health. Here are some expert-backed tips to boost your nutrition and regain your vitality. Eat a protein-rich diet to maintain muscle mass. Protein is the building block of muscles, and as we age, it becomes crucial to consume enough to prevent muscle loss. Studies have shown that older adults need more protein to maintain muscle mass and strength. The Journal of the American Geriatric Society recommends that older adults aim for 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day. Foods like lean meats, eggs, legumes, and dairy products are excellent sources of protein. Stay hydrated to avoid dehydration-related complications. Dehydration is a common but often overlooked issue among older adults. A lack of proper hydration can lead to complications such as constipation, kidney problems, and fatigue. Dr. Michael F. Hollick, a professor of medicine at Boston University School of Medicine, explains that dehydration in the elderly can also impair cognitive function and make you feel more sluggish. To stay hydrated, aim to drink at least 6 to 8 cups of water a day and include hydrating foods like fruits, vegetables, and soups in your diet. Prepare visually appealing and nutrient-dense meals. The visual appeal of food plays a significant role in stimulating appetite, especially for older adults. Research published in Appetite Journal suggests that food presentation can enhance the desire to eat, particularly when a person has a diminished appetite. Make meals colorful and diverse, incorporating a variety of vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Adding herbs and spices can also improve taste, which is important when your sense of taste starts to decline with age. Incorporate healthy fats like avocados and nuts for energy. Healthy fats are essential for providing long-lasting energy and maintaining brain health. As we age, the body's ability to absorb certain nutrients, like fat-soluble vitamins, decreases. Avocados, olive oil, and nuts are excellent sources of monounsaturated fats that can boost energy levels and improve overall health. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that a diet rich in healthy fats can improve cognitive function and reduce inflammation. Consume fiber-rich foods to aid digestion and prevent constipation. Fiber is crucial for digestive health, especially as we age. It helps prevent constipation, reduces cholesterol levels, and supports healthy blood sugar levels. Fiber-rich foods such as whole grains, beans, vegetables, and fruits should be incorporated into every meal. According to Dr. Michael Greger, a physician and author of How Not to Die, fiber is the best food for the microbiome, the bacteria in our gut that influences everything from digestion to immunity to mental health. The bottom line: a declining appetite should never be dismissed as just a normal part of aging. It's a clear signal from your body that something is wrong and requires attention. By focusing on a nutrient-dense, balanced diet, staying hydrated, and making food enjoyable again, you can reverse the effects of poor nutrition, strengthen your immune system, and ultimately improve your overall health and longevity. As Dr. David Katz, a leading expert in preventive medicine, reminds us, what we eat today determines how we feel and function tomorrow. So start nourishing your body with the right foods, and your future self will thank you for it. Sign 6: Stress management. Why stress kills? The hidden dangers of chronic stress. Stress is often seen as an unavoidable part of life, but what many don't realize is that chronic stress can have devastating effects on both our mind and body. accelerating the aging process and increasing the risk of chronic diseases. It's no exaggeration to say that the way we manage stress can ultimately determine how long and how well we live. As Dr. Robert Sapolsky, a renowned neurobiologist and author of Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers, explains, stress is not just a mental challenge, it's a biological one. The body's response to stress involves the release of cortisol, a hormone that, when elevated for prolonged periods, can damage tissues, weaken the immune system, and lead to an array of health problems. Prolonged stress weakens the immune system, making the body less able to fight off infections and more vulnerable to illnesses such as heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. According to a study published in The Lancet, chronic stress is linked to a 45% higher risk of developing cardiovascular diseases. Furthermore, Dr. Andrew Steptoe, a leading researcher at University College London, points out that prolonged stress accelerates biological aging at a cellular level. Chronic stress increases the length of telomeres, the protective caps at the ends of chromosomes, to shrink more rapidly, which is a well-known marker of aging. In other words, stress literally shortens your life. Stress also has a profound effect on the brain. It contributes to memory problems, difficulties concentrating, and even mental illnesses like depression and anxiety. Psychiatry Research published a 2020 study showing that chronic stress increases the risk of dementia in older adults by up to 20%, as it can accelerate the shrinkage of the hippocampus, the brain's center for memory. In short, stress is more than just a nuisance, it's a silent killer, affecting nearly every system in the body. But the good news? Stress is manageable, and learning how to effectively manage it can add years to your life and help you age more gracefully. Scientific backing, the neuroscience of stress and aging. Stress management is not just a mental health concern. It has real, measurable consequences for physical health. Dr. Richard J. Davidson, a pioneer in the study of emotional well-being, found that people who consistently practice mindfulness meditation and other stress-reducing activities experience changes in brain structure and function that can reverse some of the damaging effects of stress. Through mindfulness and meditation, you can train the brain to respond to stress in a more measured, healthier way, says Dr. Davidson. Additionally, a groundbreaking study in psychosomatic medicine found that participants who had chronic stress demonstrated higher levels of inflammation, a biological marker strongly linked to aging and disease. Chronic inflammation has been dubbed the silent killer because it's a primary driver of conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and cancer. However, stress reduction techniques like yoga and deep breathing have been shown to significantly lower levels of inflammation, improving both mental and physical health. Real-life example: Jane and Mark's journey. Let's take the example of Jane and Mark, both in their late 60s. Jane is a retiree who enjoys a quiet life, but she constantly worries about her finances and her children's well-being. She spends her days reading the news, checking emails, and fretting over everything from global politics to minor family issues. Despite being physically healthy, Jane is often anxious, fatigued, and struggles with sleep. On the other hand, Mark retired a few years ago, but has actively embraced practices that help him manage stress. He enjoys daily walks in nature, practices meditation, and has a close-knit group of friends that he spends time with regularly. Mark's blood pressure is stable, his mood remains positive, and he enjoys his days with fewer worries. In Jane's case, chronic stress has started to take a toll on her health. Her blood pressure is higher, and she often experiences headaches and gastrointestinal issues. Mark, however, has found that managing his stress helps him stay both physically and mentally healthy, with much fewer health concerns. According to Dr. Jon Kabat-Zinn, a pioneer in mindfulness-based stress reduction, mindfulness allows you to see that the mind is a powerful tool, and if you learn to direct it, you can decrease stress, improve mental clarity, and improve your overall well-being. How to reduce stress: effective techniques for a healthier, longer life. Managing stress is not just a luxury, it's a necessity for longevity. Here are some effective techniques to help reduce stress and improve your health. Practice deep breathing or meditation. Deep breathing exercises and meditation are some of the most effective ways to combat stress. Studies published in the Journal of Clinical Psychology, have shown that meditation reduces cortisol levels and improves emotional regulation. Practicing deep breathing for just 10 minutes a day can significantly lower stress and improve focus and relaxation. Dr. Herbert Benson, a professor at Harvard Medical School, has conducted extensive research on the relaxation response, proving that simple relaxation techniques can reduce the negative impact of stress on the body. Engage in hobbies that bring joy. Engaging in activities that bring you joy, whether it's painting, gardening, reading, or knitting, can reduce stress levels and improve your mood. Dr. Michael F. Roizen, a health expert and author, states, "Leisure activities help the brain to reset, recharge, and de-stress. They activate positive emotions and can reduce anxiety, making us more resilient to stress." Maintain social connections for emotional support. Social isolation is a significant stressor for older adults. According to a study in the Journals of Gerontology, maintaining strong social ties can lower blood pressure, reduce feelings of loneliness, and improve life satisfaction. Dr. Julianne Holt-Lunstad, a professor of psychology at Brigham Young University, has shown that people with strong social support systems live longer, healthier lives. Connecting with friends, family, or a community group can provide emotional comfort and buffer the effects of stress. Exercise regularly to release endorphins. Physical activity is one of the most effective ways to combat stress. Exercise stimulates the release of endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals. According to the American Heart Association, regular exercise can reduce stress, improve sleep, and boost your overall mood. Whether it's walking, yoga, swimming, or cycling, finding a form of exercise you enjoy can be a powerful tool in managing stress. Limit exposure to negative news or stressful environments. Constant exposure to negative news can increase anxiety and stress levels. Studies in psychology today suggest that limiting news consumption, particularly before bed, can help lower stress and improve sleep quality. Additionally, reducing exposure to toxic environments or individuals who contribute to stress can also make a significant difference in your mental and physical health. The bottom line, stress is a silent killer, but it's manageable. Stress is not just an emotional issue. It's a physiological one that can accelerate aging and increase the risk of chronic diseases. However, the good news is that stress is manageable, and with the right tools, you can reduce its impact on your life. By incorporating techniques like deep breathing, exercise, and meditation into your daily routine, you can significantly improve your health, your mindset, and your quality of life. As Dr. Dean Ornish, a leader in preventive medicine, says, "The most important factor in healthy aging isn't just diet and exercise. It's the ability to manage stress. If you can master that, you'll not only live longer, you'll live better. So, take control of your stress today. Your future self will thank you for it." Sign 7. Social connections. The loneliness epidemic. The hidden health crisis. In today's world, loneliness is becoming a silent epidemic, with serious implications for both mental and physical health. It's easy to think of loneliness as merely an emotional state, but recent research has shown that it's much more than that. Loneliness can have profound effects on our health, contributing to an increased risk of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even early mortality. Dr. Julianne Holt-Lunstad, a professor of psychology at Brigham Young University, has conducted extensive research on the effects of loneliness, and her findings are staggering. According to a study she published in Perspectives on Psychological Science, loneliness has the same impact on mortality as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. This means that loneliness doesn't just make you feel isolated, it can literally shorten your life. Further research published in JAMA Psychiatry reveals that loneliness and social isolation are associated with an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and even early death. In fact, the data suggests that loneliness can increase the risk of heart disease by up to 30%, and those who are socially isolated have a significantly higher chance of developing Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. What's even more alarming is that loneliness affects not just our mental health, but our physical health as well. Dr. John Cacioppo, a leading neuroscientist who has extensively studied the effects of social isolation, states, loneliness is not just an emotional experience. It triggers biological responses that elevate blood pressure, increase inflammation, and impair the immune system. Over time, these chronic biological changes accelerate aging and increase the risk of serious illness. The power of social connections, why they matter for longevity. So why do social connections matter so much for our health? Research consistently shows that people with strong social ties live longer, healthier lives. In one of the largest studies of its kind, a study published in The Lancet found that individuals with a strong social network were 50% more likely to survive over a 7-year period than those with fewer social connections. The strength of these connections isn't just about quantity, it's also about quality. As Dr. Robert Waldinger, the director of the Harvard Study of Adult Development, has pointed out, good relationships keep us healthier and happier. The more satisfying our relationships are, the better our physical health, the better our cognitive function, and the better our longevity. The Harvard study, which has followed participants for more than 80 years, shows that people with strong social bonds are healthier, less stressed, and more resilient in the face of adversity. Social connections act as a buffer against the harmful effects of stress and can even improve brain function. As Dr. Mary Carver, a psychologist at the Mayo Clinic, explains, social engagement stimulates the brain in ways that help preserve memory and cognitive function. When you engage in social activities, you're also engaging your brain in meaningful ways that keep it sharp. Real-life example, Eleanor and Barbara's journey. Consider the experiences of Eleanor and Barbara, both in their late 70s. Eleanor, an active woman, regularly meets up with friends for walks, attends a local book club, and volunteers at the local community center. She has a strong network of friends and family who she regularly connects with, and she enjoys a sense of belonging in her community. Over the years, Eleanor has remained mentally sharp, emotionally fulfilled, and physically active, continuing to enjoy life well into her 70s. In contrast, Barbara, once socially active, has become increasingly isolated over the years. After the death of her spouse, she stopped attending social events and began withdrawing from her friends and family. She spends most of her time alone, rarely leaving her home. Over time, Barbara's physical health began to decline. She felt more anxious and depressed, and her memory started to falter. Without the support of a social network, Barbara found it harder to cope with life's challenges. Barbara's story is all too common in an age where loneliness is a growing epidemic. As Dr. Laura Carstensen, a leading expert in aging and psychology, points out, the psychological and physiological effects of loneliness can have a profound impact on the way we age. It's essential that we prioritize social connections, especially as we get older. How to stay connected. Simple steps to boost your social health. The good news is that it's never too late to build or strengthen your social connections. There are many ways to get involved, and the effort you put into building these relationships can have a significant impact on your longevity and quality of life. Here are a few expert-recommended strategies for staying connected. Join a local club or group. Whether it's a book club, a gardening group, or a local chess club, joining a community group can help you meet like-minded individuals and create lasting bonds. Dr. Carstensen's research has shown that individuals who engage in group activities experience a sense of belonging that contributes to greater happiness and better overall health. Make an effort to reach out to friends regularly. It's easy to fall out of touch with friends, especially as we age. But maintaining regular contact, even if it's just a phone call, a text, or a short visit, can have a profound impact on your mental health. Dr. Holly Schill, a neurologist at the Mayo Clinic, emphasizes that social connections are crucial for keeping the brain active and reducing the risk of cognitive decline. Even small social interactions stimulate brain activity and keep you engaged with the world around you, she explains. Volunteer in your community. Volunteering is a powerful way to build social ties while also contributing to your community. Studies published in the Journal of Aging and Social Policy suggest that volunteering can increase feelings of purpose and reduce the risk of depression in older adults. Moreover, volunteering provides opportunities to meet new people and form meaningful relationships while making a positive impact. Participate in group fitness or hobby classes to meet like-minded people. Exercise and socialization go hand in hand. Whether it's a yoga class, a dance group, or a walking club, group fitness activities are a great way to stay active and meet new people. Dr. David Alter, a specialist in preventive medicine, notes that group fitness activities not only improve physical health, but also reduce stress and increase overall well-being. Exercising in a social setting brings both physical and mental health benefits. The social interactions help reduce stress, increase positive emotions, and motivate people to stick with their fitness goals. The bottom line, social connections are the lifeblood of longevity. In the end, the strength of our social connections is a powerful determinant of our health and longevity. As Dr. Waldinger and other researchers emphasize, having a strong social support system not only enhances emotional well-being, but also protects our bodies from the detrimental effects of stress, strengthens cognitive function, and ultimately adds years to our lives. Loneliness doesn't just affect our hearts, it affects our entire well-being. So whether it's reaching out to an old friend, joining a new hobby group, or volunteering in your community, investing in social connections is one of the most powerful ways to improve your health and extend your life. Remember, the people you surround yourself with today can shape the quality and longevity of your life tomorrow. Start building those connections now. You'll be glad you did. Final thoughts. Your longevity, your choice. As we age, it's natural to wonder how much time we have left and what our future holds. But the good news is that while aging is an inevitable process, the way we age is largely in our hands. The science behind these 7 key signs offers a roadmap for us to follow. But it's the choices we make today that truly shape our tomorrow. The renowned Dr. Andrew Weil, a leader in integrative medicine, often says the secret to longevity is not just living longer, but living better. It's about being proactive, understanding these signs and using them as a guide to nourish our bodies, minds, and spirits. Whether it's through maintaining physical activity, eating nourishing foods, or fostering meaningful connections, each choice you make can either bring you closer to a vibrant future or hold you back. As you reflect on these insights, I encourage you to think about your own life. What small changes can you start today that will make a big difference tomorrow? The power to shape your future is in your hands. Like the advice shared by many experts, the most important thing is to start now. It's never too late to prioritize your health, build strength, and create a future filled with joy and vitality. May your journey be one of continuous growth, strength, and fulfillment. The path to longevity is not just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years. Take the first step today and make the rest of your life the best of your life. Let's start this journey together. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts, your own experiences, and your commitment to making those positive changes today. The future is yours to shape.